bad for you. If you wanted a stable relationship, then you should have got with somebody your own age or close to your age. I'm sick of you looking down in the courtroom and avoiding eye contact like a why were you attracted to a woman that's throwing bottles at your head and in your bed? I'm not suicide prevention. What the f am I supposed to explain to the paramedics when I got this dead white man in my hotel room?
I know this. I know. I love him. I love him.
Hello, my beautiful stones and gems. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute. If it's your first time watching, shame on you because you should have been watching me. And if it's not your first time, hey, what's going on? Let's just jump right on into it because I don't have time. Girl, I don't feel bad for him, for Johnny Depp. There, I said it, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't feel bad for Johnny Depp. I don't feel bad for any grown-ass man that's dating a woman half their age. Don't blame me, blame patriarchy. Y'all like to pick and choose when you want patriarchy to work or benefit in your behalf. Well, unfortunately, in a patriarchal society, a grown-ass man cannot be a victim of a woman who is half his age and half his size. That's just how it works. You got with this little girl, this little young hoe, for the same reasons most older men get with young women. For control. You want to have fun. You want a young, fun, fresh girl. And you got it. And you got all the shit that comes with it. I don't feel bad for you. If you wanted a stable relationship, then you should have got with somebody your own age or close to your age. So you could have still gotten with somebody who was younger than you, like 10 years younger or 11 or 12 years younger, and you still would have had that older dynamic that most men benefit from. But instead you wanted to go and get with a woman that's half your age. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for you, and I don't feel bad for any of these old, nasty, dirty dick ass niggas that be running behind these young girls. I'm sorry, I don't. And granted, she's not a girl, she's still a grown ass woman, and just like you, and just like how she's a grown ass woman, you are still a grown ass 50-plus-year-old man. And I'm sorry, I don't. In this society that we live in, 50-year-old men cannot be abused by 28-year-old women. I'm sorry, that's just not how it works. Okay? That's just not how it works. Now, let the tables be flipped. And I hate when people be like, oh, well, if the tables were reversed. Okay, but they're not. Oops, they're not. And if the tables were reversed, then it still wouldn't make no sense. A 50-plus-year-old woman is not getting abused by no 28-year-old man. You're just a you're just a cougar that likes running behind men that could be your son. And that's weird. I think it's weird when people date people that's old enough to be their child, or there's like a significant age gap. I think this shit is weird. I think this shit is borderline predatory. I mean, she understood the assignment. She does what most white women do, which is lie, which is make themselves the victim and take full advantage of it. I don't feel bad for her. What did you get? Let's be very clear. If you would have got it with a black woman, oh baby, this whole narrative would have been changed. Nobody would have believed her. But you got with a white woman. And unfortunately, in our society, white women are somewhat semi-protected. And when white women make accusations for whatever reason, we just automatically believe them. It is not because she's a woman. They don't just automatically believe the woman. When it's a black woman or a woman of color, it's all types of speculation. Ask Robin Givens. Ask the accusers of Mike Tyson that accused him of raping her. Okay? They gave that woman, they put that woman through the ringer. But as a black woman, y'all have to look at it from my perspective. As a black woman, it's just really hard for me to sympathize with a grown-ass white man who's dating a woman half his age. Like, in this narrative that, oh, he's a victim. Like, she bamboozled him, and like he's this poor and defenseless soul. No, unfortunately, the way patriarchy is set up, patriarchy does not allow for men to be victims. That's the one downside in this country that comes with being a man. But specifically with being a white man. But other than that, it's your world. This society, this world that we live in is very much so, this is the white man's world. This isn't a man's world, this is the white man's world. So, choose better, do better. I'm gonna give the same advice to you that we give to other victims of assault. Oh, well, you should have chose better. The signs were there. And I'm sorry, you're 50 years old. Like, you've been on this earth for half a century years old. You're about old as Moses. You should know. You should know better. If you want to go and run behind, if you want to have fun with a little young then that's one thing. But for you, you don't go and commit and marry no woman that's half your age with all that you have to lose. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're not very intelligent. You're not very smart, but you didn't care because you like that shit. And let's call a thing a thing. Now let's really get to the nitty gritty. Johnny Depp, you are a drug addict. Johnny Depp is a drug addict. It is public knowledge. According to those public court documents, you was doing cocaine, you was doing heroin, okay? And she was partaking in those drugs as well. You, your best friend, the bodyguard, well, maybe not the bodyguard, but everybody was enabling all this behavior, okay? The videos that she released or that she was secretly recording of you having a damn temper tantrum and throwing and all this, you were hyper volatile. You all over the damn place. I don't have like and see, y'all are birds of a fucking feather cut from the same toxic ass cloth. And that's why I don't feel bad. Like you don't want a stable woman because you're not stable. You're on drugs. You off your rocker. You done lost your mind. Like both of y'all look dumb. Both of y'all, but this narrative that you're like this victim, I mean, I have a little bit of sympathy for you, but just not that much. Like you're a drug addict and who was off of his rocker, and you found some little young girl that you wanted to be with, that I personally think that you wanted to control, that you wanted to be enmeshed in your toxicity and whatever the hell y'all had going on, and the shit backfired. Oops. That's what it's giving. She's over here recording you having suicidal episodes. Now I will say this, right? I'm not a cold-hearted BIT. Shout outs to Jamie. Jamie, that's me. I'm not a cold-hearted person. Yes, I think that it's messed up that she was recording you at your lowest point. There was videos that were released of you, attempting to unalive yourself. But at the same time, I'm kind of looking at you sideways because I'm like, yeah, that's not something that you should toy with. It's giving very much so attention seeking. It's giving very much so, it's the theatrics for me. Oh my God, I'm about to cut myself. No, Johnny, please don't cut yourself. I'm going to cut myself. Don't cut yourself. Girl, stop. Like, okay, you better than me because I wouldn't have been putting up with that. Johnny, you would have had the right one if you was with me or with any other black woman because I would have been like, listen, look at here, Johnny. If you cut yourself, I'm out the door. I'm not about to play these games. Bitch, I'm not suicide prevention. If I'm not, what the fuck I'm supposed to explain to the paramedics when I got this dead white man in my hotel room? I'm a black woman. I don't have the privilege or the luxury of no. They're gonna look at me like I'm the culprit. They're gonna take me into detainment and try asking me questions. If you go and cut yourself, it's gonna be you and only you. I'm not gonna be the one. Don't put that on me. I'm not the one. And I personally think that it's kind of fucked up that you would like even do that. To me, that's traumatizing in itself. Like I feel like it's just a lot of theatrics. Both of y'all was on games. Both of y'all play too much. Okay? Y'all play too much. You a grown ass motherfucking man. Like, I'm just over it. I'm sorry. Like you are not a victim when the perpetrator is half your age and half your size. That's not how it works. The same thing goes for me. Ain't no little teeny bopper ass bitch finna get me out of nothing. As far as I'm concerned, you are a willing participant in this toxic behavior, and I'm kind of tired of it. Like, no, that's not how it works. Unfortunately, we live in a patriarchal society, and she's right. I don't think that she should have been hitting you and all this other shit, but I don't think that you should have been putting up with it. I don't think that you should have married her to begin with. You should have never married that woman to begin with. But you did, and here we are. But this narrative that she tricked you into marrying her, that's bullshit. That's BS. Johnny boy would have had the right one. Johnny would have had the right one messing with me, because I would have been like, baby, if you cut yourself, you're gonna be one dead actor messing with me, because I'm not the one. I'm not about to play these reindeer games. You're not about to hold that over my head. And quite frankly, Miss Amber, I don't feel bad for you either. Why are you dating this drug addict? Why are you married to a man that's doing heroin? He ain't start doing heroin out of nowhere, allegedly. Well, it ain't really allegedly because it's in the court documents that he was doing all kinds of drugs. Like, and that's nothing. It's the privilege for me. It's the privilege of it all. And only in this society can somebody just casually be doing hard drugs and not be held accountable for it. Child, if it was a black person, if Johnny Depp was black, if any of these two people were black, they would have did a a RICO charge and would have been looking into launched a whole investment on what investigation on what is going on and who the drug dealer is and who's providing all these drugs. Do you know how much money has been invested in Johnny Depp's habit? Yeah, they would have did a whole investigation. They would have launched a whole RICO case had he been a person of color. No, I don't feel bad for Johnny Depp. I don't. It's only a white man can have the privilege of doing hardcore drugs and make himself the victim when he's dating somebody half his age. Girl, bye. You're not a victim. You are not a victim. You're just a sucker. That's what you are. Let's call it a thing. You a sucker. You got licked. You got sucked. That's just what happened. I'm sorry. I don't care. And vice versa. I don't feel bad for these women who get with these dudes who are twice their age. Girl, listen. Let me put you on game. First of all, I don't take relationships seriously when there's a significant 20+ age difference. I don't take it seriously. There's a start date and an end date. If you are seriously trying to get into a committed relationship with a man that's twice your age, that's not smart. I'm not gonna call you dumb, but I'm gonna just tell you that that's not smart. Like that's less than smart. And whatever happens, like, I don't feel bad for you because you should know you're still an adult and you should know what this is. Put y'all young hoes on game, okay? I'm gonna put you on game, so don't say Mama Medusa never told you nothing, alright? When you get with these older men, what entices them about you is the fact that you're so young. And so whatever age that you met him at, that's the prime age that he's looking at you for. So the second you age out of that age range, so if you met him in your 20s or your mid-20s, the second you reach your mid-30s, you are no longer attractive to him. You are no longer enticing to him because what enticed him about you was the fact that you were so young. But you're not that young anymore. Eventually, you're going to get older, and so you're going to have to keep on dating older. That's why I just think it's dumb for women to date men that are older than them, because it's just eventually you're gonna have to keep on dating older and older to keep up the enticement, to keep up the desirability, because they find young girls to be desirable, and you're not gonna be young forever. So if you're dating an older man, like I don't really, because it's like, what did you expect? And the same thing goes for Johnny Depp. Well, what did you expect? You dated some young girl. That's what happens. Young girls do young things. You would not put up with a woman your age boo-booing in your bed. You would not put up with a woman punching you in your face and all this other shit. Yes, she was gaslighting him, but you were still a willing participant. You willingly participated in the bullshit because for whatever reason, that's between you and God. That's between you and your therapist. But something tells me that a woman Meryl Streep's age wouldn't have been able to get away with that. But for whatever reason, it's the privilege of it all. It's because she's a young white bitch. Okay? And you were attracted to that. That's on you. Like, at some point, these men or just people in general, y'all have to look into yourself. Do some self-reflection and figure out what is it about this person that attracted me to them? Why were you attracted to a pathological liar? Why were you attracted to a woman that's throwing bottles at your head and shitting in your bed? Like, why were you putting up with that? At some point, it's you. Especially at 50 years old. At 50 years old, you should be retiring somewhere, getting ready, signing up for AARP and shit. You ain't got time to be running behind nobody that's older. Girl, Amber Heard is like 5 years older than your youngest child. Johnny, I don't feel bad for you. Okay? I don't feel bad for you. I'm sick of you looking down in the courtroom and avoiding eye contact like a bitch. Look up. Look up. Stand up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. You're not this narrative that victims are not able to leave. You didn't have to marry her. You didn't have to stay with her. Do you get it? You're not like this indentured servant whose back was up against the wall. You are a rich white man in America. You are the most. You don't get no more privilege than that. You're not a victim. I'm sorry. Okay. Choose better. Do better. Because something tells me that at the end of all this, you're still gonna be running behind with women that are the same age as her, if not younger. Because you give that. You give that. That's what you like. You like that shit. You like that. That's the true tea. You like toxic women. You like young toxic women at that. You're not a victim. You're just a nasty old man. And I'm just saying, if I have anything else to say, I'll add some more, but bye. I'm done. Bye. Comment, subscribe, let me know if you agree. I don't care if you don't, but let me know what y'all think. Alright, y'all, I'll be back with some more. Bye, deuces. Oops, shit.
I know this. I know.